Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Norman Frederick Jewison CCON, July 21, 1926 to January 20, 2024, was a Canadian filmmaker celebrated for his ability to tackle complex and topical social issues in cinema while making them accessible to mainstream audiences. Over a distinguished career spanning more than 4 decades, Jewison solidified his reputation as one of the most accomplished directors of his generation, producing work that was at once entertaining, thought-provoking, and socially conscious. Born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, Norman Jewison was the son of Dorothy Irene, née Weaver, and Percy Joseph Jewison, who managed a small convenience store and post office. From an early age, Jewison displayed a creative aptitude, participating in school plays and showing a deep interest in theater. While his surname often led to assumptions that he was of Jewish descent, Jewison and his family were Protestants of English origin, a fact that amused him given the significance of Jewish themes in one of his most famous works, Fiddler on the Roof. During World War II, Jewison served in the Royal Canadian Navy from 1944 to 1945. After the war, he embarked on a transformative journey through the southern United States, where he witnessed the pervasive effects of racial segregation firsthand. This experience would later influence his approach to storytelling, particularly in films addressing racial inequality and civil rights. Jewison attended Victoria College at the University of Toronto, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1949. While at university, he wrote, directed, and acted in numerous productions, honing his creative talents. Post-graduation, he moved to London, where he worked briefly as a scriptwriter and actor for the BBC. However, financial difficulties forced him to return to Canada in the early 1950s, where he secured a position as a production trainee at CBC Television in Toronto. Jewison's career began in earnest at CBC Television, where he contributed as a writer, director, and producer. Throughout the 1950s, he worked on various comedy and musical programs, showcasing his flair for live television. By 1958, his success at CBC led to an invitation to work at NBC in the United States. Jewison made his mark as a director for popular variety shows, including The Andy Williams Show and Your Hit Parade. His work with performers like Harry Belafonte and Judy Garland drew acclaim, particularly his direction of Garland's comeback special in 1961, which also featured Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. It was during this production that actor Tony Curtis suggested Jewison try his hand at directing films, a suggestion that marked a pivotal turning point in his career. In 1962, Jewison made his directorial debut with the comedy 40 Pounds of Trouble, starring Tony Curtis. The film's success established Jewison as a talented newcomer to Hollywood and led to a 2-picture deal with Universal Pictures. Over the next few years, he directed a series of light-hearted comedies, including The Thrill of It All, 1963, and Send Me No Flowers, 1964, both of which starred Doris Day and James Garner. While these films were commercially successful, Jewison soon sought to transition away from comedies toward more serious, meaningful material. Jewison's artistic breakthrough came with The Cincinnati Kid, 1965, a gritty drama about a high-stakes poker player starring Steve McQueen. The film allowed Jewison to demonstrate his versatility as a filmmaker and marked a departure from the comedic genre. It was quickly followed by The Russians Are Coming, 1966, a satirical comedy about Cold War paranoia. The film, which Jewison also produced, earned 4 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and highlighted his emerging ability to blend humor with social commentary. In 1967, Jewison directed what is perhaps his most impactful and socially relevant film, In the Heat of the Night. The gripping crime drama, set in a racially divided southern town, starred Sidney Poitier as a black detective and Rod Steiger as a local police chief. The film tackled themes of racism and systemic injustice with unflinching honesty and earned 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Juizhen himself received his first nomination for Best Director, solidifying his reputation as a socially conscious filmmaker willing to confront difficult topics. The success of In the Heat of the Night resonated deeply during the turbulent civil rights era, and its themes remain relevant to this day. Juizhen's next notable project was The Thomas Crown Affair, 1968, a stylish crime caper starring Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway. Known for its innovative split-screen imagery, the film showcased Juizhen's technical ingenuity and further broadened his directorial portfolio. By the late 1960s, Juizhen had established himself as a versatile filmmaker with a unique ability to balance entertainment with substance. In 1971, Juizhen directed Fiddler on the Roof, a film adaptation of the Broadway musical about Jewish life in a pre-revolutionary Russian village. The film was a critical and commercial triumph, earning 3 Academy Awards and 5 additional nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director. Juizhen's empathetic and authentic portrayal of Jewish traditions and struggles resonated with audiences worldwide, making Fiddler on the Roof one of his most iconic works. Following Fiddler, Juizhen directed Jesus Christ Superstar, 1973, another film adaptation of a stage musical. Set against the backdrop of Israel, the film brought Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice's rock opera to the big screen and sparked both controversy and acclaim for its unconventional portrayal of the final days of Jesus Christ. In 1975, Juizhen explored themes of corporate control and violence with Rollerball, a dystopian science fiction film set in a future where brutal sports serve as a form of mass entertainment. The film's critique of corporate power and its portrayal of societal decay demonstrated Juizhen's continued commitment to tackling provocative subjects. The late 1970s saw Juizhen return to the theme of social injustice with Feisty, 1978, a drama inspired by the life of labor leader Jimmy Hoffa, and Justice for All, 1979, a legal satire starring Al Pacino. Both films underscored Juizhen's ability to engage with political and moral dilemmas while maintaining mass appeal. In 1984, Juizhen directed A Soldier's Story, a powerful drama about racism within the U.S. military during World War II. The film earned 3 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and reaffirmed Juizhen's skill at addressing racial and social themes. This was followed by Agnes of God, 1985, a haunting drama set in a convent, and Moonstruck, 1987, a romantic comedy starring Cher and Nicolas Cage. Moonstruck was a critical and commercial success, earning 3 Academy Awards, including Best Actress for Cher, and securing Juizhen his 3rd nomination for Best Director. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Juizhen continued to produce and direct films that reflected his passion for meaningful storytelling. The Hurricane, 1999, starring Denzel Washington as wrongly imprisoned boxer Reuben "Hurricane" Carter, marked one of Juizhen's final critical successes. The film highlighted racial injustice and earned Washington a Golden Globe Award. In addition to his filmmaking, Juizhen made significant contributions to Canadian cinema. In 1988, he founded the Canadian Film Centre, CFC, an institution dedicated to nurturing emerging Canadian filmmakers and content creators. The CFC has since become a cornerstone of Canada's film and television industry, producing numerous successful alumni. Juizhen's impact extended beyond his creative output. He was the recipient of numerous honors, including the Academy's Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award in 1999 for Lifetime Achievement. He also received Canada's Governor-General's Performing Arts Award and was made a Companion of the Order of Canada, the country's highest civilian honor. Juizhen married Margaret and Dixie Dixon in 1953, and the couple had 3 children. After her death in 2004, Juizhen married Lynn St. David in 2010. Despite his international success, Juizhen remained deeply connected to Canada, where he maintained a home and continued to champion Canadian talent. Norman Juizhen passed away on January 20, 2024, at the age of 97. His legacy as a filmmaker who combined entertainment with social commentary endures, with films like In the Heat of the Night, Fiddler on the Roof, and Moonstruck continuing to resonate with audiences worldwide. Juizhen's work remains a testament to the power of cinema to inspire change, provoke thought, and celebrate the shared humanity of people across the globe. David Michael Emge, September 9, 1946 to January 20, 2024, was an American actor, widely recognized for his portrayal of Stephen "Flyboy" Andrews in George Romero's groundbreaking horror film Dawn of the Dead. His memorable performance in this cult classic secured his legacy in the horror film genre and cemented his place in cinematic history. Emge was born on September 9, 1946, in Evansville, Indiana. During his college years, he demonstrated an early passion for acting and developed his skills in theater productions. Among his notable classmates was Ron Glass, who would later gain widespread recognition for his role in the television sitcom Barney Miller. Their shared experiences in acting at an early stage reflected the strong theatrical culture of their time. Following his education, Emge relocated to New York City, where he pursued acting while working as a chef in a local restaurant. It was in this unassuming setting that he crossed paths with director George A. Romero, the influential filmmaker who revolutionized the horror genre. Impressed by Emge's presence, Romero offered him the role of Stephen "Flyboy" Andrews in Dawn of the Dead, 1978. This career-defining role would become synonymous with Emge's name. Dawn of the Dead was not just another horror film, it was a pioneering work that redefined the zombie genre. Released in 1978, the film served as the second installment in Romero's Night of the Living Dead series and addressed themes of consumerism, societal collapse, and survival, all while showcasing visceral and revolutionary horror imagery. In the film, Emge's character, Stephen, a helicopter pilot, played a central role as part of the group of survivors taking refuge in a shopping mall during a zombie apocalypse. His portrayal balanced heroism with vulnerability, as Stephen evolves from a cautious pilot to an ultimately tragic victim of the undead siege. The infamous "Flyboy zombie" scene, in which his zombified character stumbles with a distinctive gait, remains one of the most iconic moments in horror cinema. The success of Dawn of the Dead catapulted Emge into cult status within horror fan circles. Though he did not become a mainstream Hollywood actor, his performance earned him a loyal following, particularly in horror conventions and genre film festivals. Over the decades, Emge continued to engage with his fans, attending conventions and participating in interviews to discuss his experiences working on the film and his relationship with George Romero's legacy. Despite Dawn of the Dead being his most well-known work, Emge's career extended beyond Romero's film. In 1975, he appeared in The Booby Hatch, an independent comedy film where he played Angelo Fettuccini. Following Dawn of the Dead, Emge took on a few additional roles that leaned toward niche horror films. In Basket Case 2, 1990, he portrayed Half Moon, a character that contributed to the film's eccentric and bizarre tone, further showcasing his affinity for unconventional and cult roles. 2 years later, he starred as Robert in Hellmaster, 1992, a low-budget horror film that reinforced his presence within the genre's independent scene. Emge largely kept a low profile outside of his acting career, occasionally stepping back into the spotlight for fan events or retrospectives. By 2007, he remained active in genre conventions, where his dedicated fan base continued to celebrate his contributions to horror cinema. Through these events, Emge expressed gratitude for the enduring admiration his work had received over the years, sharing stories from the set and reflecting on the lasting cultural impact of Dawn of the Dead. On January 20, 2024, David Emge passed away in his hometown of Evansville, Indiana, at the age of 77. His death marked the end of an era for fans of Romero's cinematic universe and horror enthusiasts worldwide. Tributes from fans and film historians alike highlighted his legacy as an essential figure in horror history, whose performance in Dawn of the Dead helped define one of the most influential zombie films ever made. Emge's portrayal of Stephen Flyboy remains etched in popular culture, particularly for its transformation of the character into an iconic member of the undead. David Emge's body of work, though limited, speaks volumes about his ability to leave a lasting impression on the genre he embraced. His role in Dawn of the Dead paved the way for modern zombie films and series, inspiring countless creators and performers who have built upon the foundation laid by Romero and his cast. The film's ongoing cultural relevance ensures that Mj's performance will continue to be revisited and appreciated by future generations of horror fans. Though he spent much of his life away from the mainstream spotlight, David Mj's enduring presence at fan conventions and retrospectives demonstrated his commitment to the community that celebrated him. His legacy serves as a testament to the impact one performance can have when coupled with a visionary filmmaker and a timeless story. Mj's contribution to Dawn of the Dead immortalized him as a cornerstone of zombie horror cinema, forever remembered as Flyboy Andrews **** filmography ***, The Booby Hatch, 1975, Angelo Fettuccini, Dawn of the Dead, 1978, Stephen Flyboy Andrews, Basket Case 2, 1990, Half Moon, Hellmaster, 1992. Robert David Mj's story is a reminder of how great art transcends time and popularity. While his filmography may not have been extensive, his performance in Dawn of the Dead remains legendary. He carved out a unique space for himself in film history and will continue to be celebrated as an enduring figure in horror cinema. David Gilbert Gale, February 27, 1965 to January 16, 2024, was an American actor whose work left a significant impression on television audiences during the 1990s and early 2000s. Born in Tampa, Florida, Gale embarked on a career in acting that spanned nearly 3 decades, earning him recognition for his performances in both daytime and primetime television dramas. His ability to bring depth and nuance to his characters made him a memorable figure in the shows he appeared in, though he often worked outside the limelight of major Hollywood stardom. Gale's early life in Tampa remains largely private, but his decision to pursue acting suggests a deep-seated passion for performance. By 1990, he had begun to build a presence in the entertainment industry. Though the specifics of his earliest roles are not widely documented, Gale's breakout opportunity came in the early 1990s when he was cast as Danny Burke in the primetime soap opera The Round Table in 1992. This series, though short-lived, allowed Gale to showcase his talent in a competitive television landscape. His portrayal of Danny Burke demonstrated his aptitude for playing relatable, multidimensional characters, a skill that would become a hallmark of his acting career. Gale's career took another step forward when he landed the recurring role of Stuart Carson on the highly popular television series Beverly Hills, 90210 from 1993 to 1994. This role placed him alongside a well-established ensemble cast and provided him with significant exposure to a broader audience. As Stuart Carson, Gale played a romantic interest with a complex personality, navigating relationships and personal challenges within the show's dramatic narrative. His work in Beverly Hills, 90210 further cemented his status as a capable actor capable of delivering emotionally resonant performances. Following his success on Beverly Hills, 90210, Gale secured another prominent role in the television drama Robin Hood's, 1994 to 1995. In this series, he portrayed Eddie Bartlett, a character that allowed him to explore new facets of his acting abilities. The show's premise, centered around a group of women running a detective agency, offered Gale an opportunity to work within an ensemble cast and adapt his performance style to fit the show's unique blend of drama and action. His portrayal of Eddie Bartlett was well received, adding another noteworthy credit to his growing resume. In 1996, Gale joined the cast of Savannah, a television drama that ran until 1997. In this series, he played Dean Collins, a character involved in the intricate web of relationships and conflicts that defined the show. Gale's performance in Savannah further demonstrated his ability to inhabit complex roles, earning him praise from fans and critics alike. His work on this series highlighted his versatility as an actor and his knack for bringing authenticity to the characters he portrayed. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw Gale take on a pivotal role in the daytime soap opera Port Charles. From 1999 to 2000, he played Dr. Joe Scanlon, a character central to many of the show's dramatic storylines. Port Charles, a spin-off of the iconic General Hospital, provided Gale with a platform to showcase his talent in a format that demanded consistency and adaptability. The role of Dr. Joe Scanlon allowed him to connect with daytime television audiences and solidified his reputation as a reliable and skilled performer in serialized storytelling. beyond his notable television roles, Gale's career was marked by a dedication to his craft and an ability to adapt to the evolving demands of the entertainment industry. While he may not have achieved the level of fame associated with Hollywood's biggest stars, his work resonated with audiences and left a lasting impression on those who followed his career. His performances were characterized by a commitment to authenticity and a willingness to delve into the emotional complexities of his characters, traits that endeared him to fans and colleagues alike. In addition to his acting career, Gale's personal life and the circumstances surrounding his death garnered attention. On January 16, 2024, he passed away at the age of 58. Reports indicate that he suffered a cardiac arrest and was placed on life support for several days before his passing. This tragic turn of events brought an end to a life and career that had touched many. Gale's death was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans and former colleagues, reflecting the impact he had on those who knew him personally and professionally. David Gale's legacy as an actor lies in the memorable roles he brought to life and the connections he formed with audiences. His work on series like Beverly Hills, 90210, Robin's Hoods, Savannah, and Port Charles stands as a testament to his talent and dedication. While he may not have achieved widespread fame, his contributions to the television industry remain significant, offering a reminder of the value of skilled, committed performers in shaping compelling stories. His career serves as an example of how passion and perseverance can create meaningful and lasting contributions to the arts. Throughout his career, Gale's performances were marked by a quiet strength and an ability to convey vulnerability, qualities that set him apart in an industry often driven by spectacle. He excelled in roles that required emotional depth and brought a sense of authenticity to his characters. This ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level was one of his greatest strengths as an actor. David Gale's life and career also highlight the challenges faced by many actors working in television. The demands of serialized storytelling require a unique blend of discipline, adaptability, and creativity, qualities that Gale demonstrated consistently. His ability to navigate these challenges and deliver memorable performances speaks to his professionalism and dedication to his craft. As audiences reflect on Gale's contributions to television, his work serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling to connect people and evoke empathy. His portrayals of complex, relatable characters brought joy and comfort to viewers, offering a sense of connection in an increasingly fragmented media landscape. For those who followed his career, David Gale will be remembered as a talented and committed actor whose work made a lasting impact on the television industry. In the years since his most active period in the entertainment industry, Gale's work has continued to resonate with fans of the shows he appeared in. His performances have been rediscovered by new audiences through reruns and streaming platforms, ensuring that his legacy remains alive. The characters he brought to life, from Stuart Carson to Dr. Joe Scanlon, remain memorable parts of the television history of their respective eras. David Gale's career is also a testament to the importance of supporting roles in shaping the success of television series. While leading actors often receive the lion's share of attention, it is the ensemble cast that brings depth and richness to a show's narrative. Gale's work exemplifies the value of these contributions, demonstrating how skilled supporting actors can elevate a production and create lasting impressions on audiences. As fans and colleagues remember David Gale, his life and career stand as a tribute to the enduring power of performance and the impact of storytelling. His work will continue to inspire and entertain, offering a glimpse into the talent and dedication that defined his approach to acting. While his passing is a great loss, his legacy lives on through the characters he portrayed and the memories he created for those who watched him on screen. Marlena Shaw, born Marlena Burgess on September 22, 1939, in New Rochelle, New York, was an extraordinary American singer whose career spanned over 6 decades. Known for her dynamic voice and ability to transcend musical genres, Shaw became a beloved figure in jazz, soul, funk, and disco. Her music not only captivated audiences but also left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape, often being sampled in hip-hop tracks and featured in television commercials. She was an artist who adapted effortlessly to changing musical trends while maintaining her unique identity. Shaw's musical journey began in her early years, guided by her uncle Jimmy Burgess, a talented jazz trumpeter. Jimmy exposed her to a wide array of music, including jazz greats like Dizzy Gillespie and Miles Davis, as well as gospel music and vocal stylists such as Al Hibbler. These early influences shaped her understanding of phrasing, rhythm, and emotional expression. In a reflective interview with the New York Times, Shaw spoke fondly of her uncle, crediting him with introducing her to good music through records. At just 13, Shaw made her stage debut at Harlem's Apollo Theater, performing alongside her uncle's band. Although her mother was hesitant about her pursuing a professional career at such a young age, this experience ignited her passion for performing. After high school, Shaw enrolled in the New York State Teachers College in Potsdam, where she studied music. However, the pull of the stage proved stronger than academia, and she eventually left college to pursue her career as a singer. In the early 1960s, she began making appearances in local jazz clubs, gradually building her reputation. A significant opportunity arose in 1963 when she worked with jazz trumpeter Howard McGhee, gaining valuable experience in live performance and collaboration. Although their partnership ended abruptly due to disagreements, Shaw's resilience and determination kept her moving forward. The pivotal moment in Shaw's career came in 1966 when she secured a job performing at the Playboy Club in Chicago. This opportunity introduced her to a wider audience and brought her into contact with representatives from Chess Records. Soon after, she signed with Chess and began recording under their cadet label. Her first two albums, Out of Different Bags and The Spice of Life, showcased her versatility and innovative approach to music. The latter featured the track California Soul, written by the legendary duo Ashford and Simpson. Though initially overshadowed by the original version by the Fifth Dimension, Shaw's rendition became a favorite in the UK rare groove scene and gained renewed popularity years later through its use in commercials for brands like Dockers and KFC. The early 1970s, Shaw found herself yearning for more creative freedom. She left Chess Records and signed with Blue Note Records, a label renowned for its focus on jazz. This transition marked a period of artistic growth, as she explored deeper and more introspective themes in her music. Albums like Marlena, 1972, and From the Depths of My Soul, 1973, highlighted her ability to infuse raw emotion into her performances, earning her critical acclaim. Shaw's 1974 live album, Marlena Shaw Live at Montreux, captured the energy and charisma she brought to the stage. Her ability to connect with audiences, whether through humor, storytelling, or impassioned vocal delivery, solidified her reputation as a captivating performer. One of her most celebrated works from this era was the 1975 album Who Is This Bitch, Anyway? The album was notable for its blend of jazz, soul, and spoken word, addressing themes of love, heartbreak, and female empowerment. Tracks like You, Me, and Ethel demonstrated her talent for blending storytelling with music, while the album's title itself reflected her bold and unapologetic personality. In 1977, Shaw achieved commercial success with the release of Sweet Beginnings under Columbia Records. The album included a medley titled You Ma/Go Away Little Boy, which featured her interpretation of the classic Goffin King standard, originally performed by Nancy Wilson. Shaw's version added a fresh, soulful twist, resonating with audiences and showcasing her ability to reinterpret familiar material in innovative ways. That same year, she contributed the haunting theme song, Don't Ask to Stay Until Tomorrow, to the film Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Shaw's voice, imbued with a mix of vulnerability and strength, perfectly complemented the film's somber tone. As the disco era gained momentum, Shaw embraced the genre without losing her jazz and soul roots. Her disco rendition of Touch Me in the Morning became a hit, further cementing her versatility. In the 1980s, she continued to record and collaborate with other artists, including her rendition of Gary Taylor's ballad, Without You in My Life, featured on her 1982 album Let Me in Your Life. Although not a major commercial success, the album demonstrated Shaw's commitment to exploring new styles and sounds. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Shaw remained active, performing at prestigious events such as the North Sea Jazz Festival. Her appearances in 1999, 2001, and 2007 were particularly well received, as fans and critics marveled at her enduring vocal power and stage presence. Shaw also continued to record, releasing albums like Live in Tokyo, 2002, and Lookin' for Love, 2004. These later works highlighted her ability to adapt to contemporary trends while staying true to her artistic vision. Beyond her music, Shaw's influence extended to popular culture. Her songs were frequently sampled by hip-hop artists, introducing her work to a new generation of listeners. Tracks like California Soul and Woman of the Ghetto became staples in the hip-hop community, admired for their rich instrumentation and powerful messages. Marlena Shaw's legacy lies not only in her impressive discography but also in her trailblazing spirit. She broke barriers as a female artist in a male-dominated industry, earning respect and admiration for her talent, authenticity, and resilience. Her willingness to take risks, both musically and personally, paved the way for future generations of artists. Shaw passed away on January 19, 2024, at the age of 84. Her death marked the end of an era, but her music continues to inspire and uplift. From her early days at the Apollo Theater to her performances on international stages, Shaw's journey was a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and creativity. Her influence can be felt across genres, reminding us of the timeless appeal of music that speaks to the heart and soul. Terry Garr, born on December 11, 1944, in Los Angeles, California, was an iconic American actress, best known for her roles in comedic films and television shows during the 1970s and 1980s. She rose to fame with her charm, wit, and impeccable comedic timing, becoming one of the most beloved actresses of her generation. Garr was the daughter of actor and comedian Eddie Garr and costume designer Phyllis Lynn Garr, both of whom worked in the entertainment industry. Terry's exposure to the world of show business from a young age helped shape her career, but it wasn't an easy path to success. Her career trajectory demonstrates her incredible talent, persistence, and ability to overcome challenges. Throughout her life, she remained committed to her craft and to the causes close to her heart, including raising awareness about multiple sclerosis, a disease she battled publicly. From a young age, Garr was immersed in the world of performance. She was the third of 4 children and began studying ballet as a child. Growing up in Los Angeles, she attended Hollywood High School, where she further honed her skills in dance and drama. After high school, she studied ballet and dance at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, before ultimately pursuing acting full-time. Garr's transition into the entertainment world was not immediate, but she worked hard to build her name. She moved to New York City in 1964 to attend the prestigious Lee Strasberg Institute, where she studied acting. In the early stages of her career, Garr appeared in minor roles on television series, but her big break came when she landed a part in an episode of the famous Star Trek series in 1968, specifically the episode titled Assignment, Earth. Garr's talent and dedication soon earned her more prominent roles in Hollywood. By the early 1970s, she was making a name for herself in the film industry. She became widely known for her appearances in Mel Brooks' 1974 classic Young Frankenstein, in which she played Inga, the bubbly and lovable lab assistant to Gene Wilder's character. Her role in Young Frankenstein showcased her exceptional comedic timing and her ability to deliver both quirky and heartfelt performances. Garr's work in the film earned her praise from critics and audiences alike and helped solidify her place in the entertainment industry. Following Young Frankenstein, Garr went on to star in several other notable films, including Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977, where she played a supporting role as a woman who has a mystical connection to extraterrestrial events. Her performance in Close Encounters further demonstrated her range as an actress, as she seamlessly transitioned between dramatic and lighthearted roles. Terry Garr's career was not confined to film, though. She also worked extensively in television. In addition to guest appearances in numerous series throughout the 1970s and 1980s, she was a guest star on late-night talk shows, including The Johnny Carson Show and Late Night with David Letterman, where her humor and quick wit made her a fan favorite. Her frequent appearances on these shows helped her gain a broad, diverse following, and her personality became as beloved as her acting talent. In the late 1970s, Gar found success in a string of comedic films, often playing quirky and charming women caught up in bizarre or outlandish situations. One of her most famous roles came in 1982 with her portrayal of Stephanie in the film Tootsie, directed by Sydney Pollack. In Tootsie, Gar played the part of a struggling actress who finds herself entangled in the world of her friend, played by Dustin Hoffman, who disguises himself as a woman to land a role on a soap opera. Gar's performance in Tootsie earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress, and it remains one of her most iconic roles. The film, which also starred Jessica Lange and Bill Murray, was a massive critical and commercial success, and Gar's contribution to its success was widely recognized. Throughout the 1980s, Teri Garr's career continued to flourish. She starred in a variety of films, including Mr. Mom, 1983, The Firstborn, 1984, and After Work, 1985, all of which showcased her versatility as an actress. In these films, she played a range of characters, from the loving wife in Mr. Mom to a woman navigating the complexities of motherhood and marriage. She also worked alongside some of the most prominent actors of her time, further establishing herself as a sought-after talent. Despite her success in film, Gar's career faced significant challenges in the late 1980s and 1990s. The actress struggled with personal health issues, including a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, which she revealed in 2002. Multiple sclerosis, a disease that affects the central nervous system, forced Gar to scale back her career and limit her acting projects. Despite the difficulties posed by the illness, Gar remained resilient and continued to advocate for awareness of multiple sclerosis. In the years following her diagnosis, she spoke openly about the challenges she faced living with the disease and raised funds for research into finding a cure. Throughout her life, Teri Garr also had to navigate the complexities of personal relationships. She was married and divorced twice, and her personal life was often the subject of media attention. Garr had a daughter, Molly, whom she raised with the same dedication that she showed to her work. Despite facing the challenges of raising a child and balancing a demanding career, Garr remained devoted to her family. In addition to her family and health struggles, Teri Garr experienced a publicized incident involving a stalker. In 1990, she was stalked by an obsessive fan who was later arrested and ordered to stay away from her. The experience was traumatic for Garr but did not stop her from continuing her advocacy for personal safety and supporting others who faced similar situations. As her career slowed due to health issues, Garr found new ways to stay engaged with her fans and continue contributing to the arts. She made occasional appearances in television and film, including a memorable role in the popular television show Friends, where she played Phoebe's biological mother in a recurring guest role. Even in her later years, Garr remained a figure beloved by fans, respected for her ability to make people laugh, her strength in the face of adversity, and her unwavering commitment to the causes she cared about. Teri Garr's legacy in Hollywood is a testament to her incredible talent and tenacity. While she may be remembered primarily for her comedic roles, her career spanned a wide range of genres, from drama to science fiction to romance. Her contributions to the film industry were significant, and she left an indelible mark on the culture of the 1970s and 1980s. Though she stepped away from acting in the early 2010s due to her health, Garr's work continues to be cherished by fans and remains an integral part of cinematic history. Teri Garr passed away on October 29, 2024, at the age of 79. Her death marked the end of an era for the world of comedy and film. Many colleagues and fans expressed their sorrow at the loss of an actress whose warmth, humor, and vulnerability made her one of the most beloved performers of her time. Her career was filled with highs and lows, but through it all, she maintained a sense of humor and grace that endeared her to generations of audiences. In recognition of her contributions to the entertainment industry, Garr's work continues to be celebrated, and her influence remains a source of inspiration for aspiring actors and actresses around the world. Morgan Freeman, born on June 1, 1937, in Memphis, Tennessee, is an iconic American actor, narrator, and producer whose illustrious career spans over 6 decades. Known for his deep, resonant voice, commanding screen presence, and the ability to imbue his characters with wisdom and gravitas, Freeman has become one of the most respected and beloved figures in the entertainment industry. His journey from humble beginnings to global stardom is a testament to his talent, perseverance, and enduring appeal. Freeman was the youngest of 5 children born to Mamie Edna, a teacher, and Morgan Porterfield Freeman, a barber. His family moved frequently during his early years, eventually settling in Greenwood, Mississippi. As a child, Freeman displayed an interest in acting, participating in school plays and even winning a statewide drama competition at the age of 12. Despite his passion for performance, he initially didn't see acting as a viable career path. After graduating from Broad Street High School in 1955, Freeman turned down a partial drama scholarship to Jackson State University and joined the United States Air Force, where he served as a radar technician. Freeman's time in the military gave him valuable life experience, but he eventually realized that his true calling lay in acting. After leaving the Air Force in 1959, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue his dream. He took acting classes at the Pasadena Playhouse and worked various jobs to support himself, including stints as a clerk and a dancer. Freeman's first professional acting roles came in the theater, where he performed in regional productions and toured with various companies. His Broadway debut came in 1968 with a role in the all-African American production of Hello, Dolly, starring Pearl Bailey. This experience marked a significant milestone in his career and solidified his commitment to acting. Freeman's breakthrough in television came in the 1970s when he joined the cast of The Electric Company, a children's educational series produced by PBS. On the show, Freeman portrayed various characters, including the memorable Easy Reader. While the role brought him national recognition, it also led to typecasting, as Freeman struggled to find more substantial roles after leaving the show in 1977. During this time, he continued to work in theater, earning critical acclaim for his performances in productions such as The Mighty Gents and Coriolanus. Freeman's film career began to gain momentum in the 1980s. He appeared in supporting roles in films such as Brubaker, 1980, and Harry and Son, 1984, but it was his performance in Street Smart, 1987, that marked a turning point. Playing the role of Fast Black, a charismatic yet menacing pimp, Freeman received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. The role showcased his ability to bring depth and complexity to morally ambiguous characters, earning him widespread acclaim. The late 1980s and early 1990s were a period of critical and commercial success for Freeman. In 1989, he starred in Driving Miss Daisy, portraying Hope Colburn, a chauffeur who develops a deep friendship with his employer, an elderly Jewish woman played by Jessica Tandy. The film was a critical and box office success, and Freeman's nuanced performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. That same year, he appeared in Glory, a historical drama about the 1st All-Black Regiment in the Civil War, further cementing his reputation as a versatile and compelling actor. Freeman's ability to embody a wide range of characters was on full display in the 1990s. In 1994, he starred in The Shawshank Redemption, widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. Freeman's portrayal of Ellis "Red" Redding, a wise and empathetic inmate, earned him another Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. His performance, characterized by quiet strength and emotional depth, resonated with audiences and remains one of his most iconic roles. Freeman's voiceover narration in the film also highlighted his talent as a storyteller, a skill that would become one of his trademarks. Freeman continued to deliver memorable performances throughout the decade, appearing in films such as Say 7 and 1995, a psychological thriller in which he played Detective Somerset, and Amistad, 1997, where he portrayed a freed slave fighting for justice. His collaborations with directors like David Fincher and Steven Spielberg showcased his ability to elevate complex narratives with his presence. In 2003, Freeman played God in the comedy Bruce Almighty, a role that humorously yet powerfully emphasized his dignified and authoritative persona. Freeman's career reached new heights in the 2000s, as he continued to take on diverse roles in critically acclaimed films. In 2004, he starred in $1 Million Baby, directed by Clint Eastwood, playing Eddie "Scrap Iron" Dupreez, a former boxer and gym manager. His poignant performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, a long overdue recognition of his extraordinary talent. Freeman also joined Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy as Lucius Fox, a role that introduced him to a new generation of fans and showcased his ability to excel in blockbuster films. In addition to his acting career, Freeman has made significant contributions as a producer and narrator. Through his production company, Revelations Entertainment, he has worked on projects that explore social and cultural issues, including documentaries and films. Freeman's distinctive voice has made him one of the most sought-after narrators in the industry, lending his talents to projects such as March of the Penguins, 2005, and Through the Wormhole, 2010 to 2017, a science series exploring existential questions about the universe. Freeman's personal life and philanthropic efforts reflect his commitment to making a positive impact. He has been an advocate for various causes, including education, environmental conservation, and social justice. In his hometown of Charleston, Mississippi, Freeman co-founded the Ground Zero Blues Club to preserve the region's rich musical heritage. He has also supported efforts to promote renewable energy and combat global issues such as food insecurity. Despite his success, Freeman has faced challenges and setbacks, including a near-fatal car accident in 2008 that left him with lasting injuries. However, his resilience and determination have allowed him to continue pursuing his passion for acting and storytelling. In recent years, Freeman has remained active in the industry, appearing in films such as Invictus, 2009, where he portrayed Nelson Mandela, and Going in Style, 2017, a comedy about three retirees planning a bank heist. Morgan Freeman's legacy is one of excellence, versatility, and inspiration. His ability to bring authenticity and humanity to his roles has made him a favorite among audiences and critics alike. Whether portraying historical figures, wise mentors, or flawed individuals, Freeman's performances are marked by their depth and sincerity. As an actor, producer, and humanitarian, he has left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the world at large. Freeman's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of following one's passion. From his humble beginnings in Mississippi to becoming a Hollywood legend, he has defied odds and broken barriers, proving that talent and dedication can overcome even the most significant challenges. Today, Freeman remains a beloved figure whose work continues to inspire and entertain, cementing his place as one of the greatest actors of all time. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.